So welcome to another edition of Yoga with Mark.
Howdy.
This is yoga for those of you who might not have done a lot of yoga in the past. Today we're going to look at a pose which might feel really good for you if you've spent the last week, work week, in front of a computer, in front of your Zoom calls, and just feeling a little bit tight in your low back and in your hips. So you'll see here Mark has his head supported by a pillow, so his neck is nice and even. He's not feeling any strain there. And you start with your knees bent and the soles of your feet on the floor. I'll ask Mark to grab that towel. So if you're working without yoga props, a hand towel is a really great one to have. And you just hug your knee in toward your chest and loop the towel around the front of your shin. You could draw your knee in as much or as little as you like, just till it feels good in the low back and in the hip. How's that feel?
That feels great.
Okay. And if you find here that your hands would reach pretty easily to the back of your thigh, you wouldn't need the towel. You could just hold the back of the thigh instead. Sometimes that's a really nice hand position for those of you working with some knee stuff also. That just feels good for the knees as well. If this is still pretty easy for you, you're feeling pretty relaxed, you're welcome to try sliding the opposite leg to straight. That puts a little more stretch here into the pose. It makes it a little more intense. So if that starts to be uncomfortable, or your shoulders start to lift up away from the floor, or your chin starts to lift, you might like to just re-bend that straight leg and put the foot back on the floor. So you want your body to feel relaxed, feel like it can soften down, no strain in the low back, no strain in the hips, and it should just feel pretty good.